Doink! The 1,000-Year Door remake is out. It's here. The Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door game has released for the Nintendo Switch family of systems, and I'm just like I don't even know. I'm sitting here in front of my microphone, just kind of sitting here. I am drunk with the knowledge. I can't believe this is the world that we live in. Nintendo remade 1,000-Year Door. They gave us a beautiful, just more beautiful and perfect and faithful than I could ever even hope for. And of course it's got me thinking, because, I mean, it's funny because original style Paper Mario is almost like its own series, you know? Like, we've been getting Paper Mario games, but it's funny to look at the originals in the same way that we look at other series that go years and years without getting games. It's kind of like two different series. And if you look at it that way, you know, this is one of those revivals. It's like when we got a new Pikmin or a Metroid or whatever. But as with any revival like this, it is exciting, but it is also a little bit scary. All this time, we have just wanted Nintendo to give traditional Paper Mario a chance. You know, like, they have all of these ideas of what Paper Mario needs to be, and we're like, just give it a chance, even if not a new game. That's why the whole remaster 1,000-Year Door thing, because just even if anything, just give us that. Just give it a chance. Just see how the audience responds to it in this modern context. And Paper Mario is finally getting that chance. And it's scary and exciting because who knows how it'll sell? Frankly, anytime a series gets another shot, what if it doesn't sell? Because whatever happens, that's going to give Nintendo the information that they need. That will inform their decision moving forward. If it sells great, then they know to make more. What if it doesn't sell great? What if it doesn't prove what you wanted it to prove? So in that way, it is a little bit scary. But this really is the chance. This is it. This is traditional Paper Mario's big chance. And I mean, we want it to sell well, and I don't need to tell you. I know it's always funny being like, you gotta buy this game. I really am just shilling for a multi-billion-dollar company. But like, it is true that sales matter. It really, really matters whether or not a game sells. If you want to see more games like it, and yeah, I don't need to tell you. If you're watching this video, you're buying the game. I'm buying the game. We're all buying the game. Okay, not everyone. There are a really disturbing number of people who are not, because of the whole frame rate thing. I've talked about that in a video on Topic Arlo. I don't want to bring up the whole thing here. I will say it is a little bit disappointing. This is Paper Mario's big chance. I will not tell you how to spend your money. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter if it makes sense to me or not. If you don't want to buy the game, you don't want to buy the game, and I can't convince you otherwise, but I will say, this is a big chance. It's a really, really big chance to finally get Paper Mario to go back to the way that a lot of us wanted it to be. And if you're not buying it because of that, anyway, I gotta move on. Most of us right now, right here, having this conversation, we're getting it, but it's not really down to us. And that's the really scary part. You know, the vocal minority on the internet. They do not represent the greater gaming population, and often it doesn't matter how popular a game seems, how many people are talking about it online, and how many people it seems like are gonna buy it. Really, it comes down to the general masses. It comes down to the millions and millions and millions and millions of gamers out there who are not on the internet. They are not talking about this on Twitter. They are not leaving comments. They're not having these wars online. They're just people who live their lives silently somehow. I don't understand that. I don't get it. Not putting your opinion on the internet or arguing with people about video games, I don't understand it. It's not the way my brain works, but they're out there, and we need enough of those people to buy the game. And we just don't know how much this game is going to resonate with them, you know? And I don't want to get my hopes up. I really don't. You know, in my wildest dreams, you know, the fantasy that I have, that I daydream about from time to time, Thousand Year Door swoops in and it just completely obliterates Origami King and Color Splash and even Sticker Star. It sells more than all of them combined, and all of the classic Paper Mario fans, oh, they are redeemed and they are venerated, for they were right all along. Yeah, I know, that's not exactly realistic, but I have to prepare for the potential reality that it won't even sell as much as Origami King. I think there's a fine chance that it will. Paper Mario or Super Mario RPG, like that has sold about as well as Origami King. It probably will pass it, and that's pretty great, because that's a remake of a much older game, and there are many Mario RPG fans out there, but I would say the Paper Mario discourse has been even bigger. It feels, at least, that you have even more fans of, like, Thousand Year Door and the original Paper Mario. I don't really know, but it does bode very well that Mario RPG sold as much as it did. That means that there's a fine chance that Thousand Year Door will sell at least that much, that maybe it will at least match Mario RPG and Origami King. And even that would still be good. That would still mean that this format is still viable. It would still just be a very, very good thing. If it does sell more, though, in just the off chance that it does, if it does, what if it did? What if it just did? I am daring to dream again that just, like, what if it did? What if it came out and it outsold Mario RPG and Origami? I mean, Mario RPG, it does fit in with the, you know, the original characters and all that. Mario RPG is great. I'm just saying, whatever. What if even just between Mario RPG and Thousand Year Door, we see that classic Mario RPG with just solid RPG elements and original characters and weird stories and all that stuff? What if we see that that can sell? Would we be going too far? Would we be getting our hopes up too high to think maybe that could change things? That maybe this would mean that sometime in the future, maybe a few years from now, we do get another classic style Paper Mario or Mario RPG, just some kind of Mario RPG that is new and just doesn't have those divisive elements. I don't know, like, that's the thing. Nintendo has established that they have these rules, and these rules were why Mario RPGs went the way that they did. Maybe they're not throwing the rules away. Maybe remaking these games, it doesn't necessarily mean that the rules don't matter anymore, because these are remakes, and those are the exception. Well, if you're remaking an old game, you're not gonna follow the same rules, so I don't know. Maybe the rules aren't going away. Maybe it's really just wishful thinking. But I have to believe that this says something good about Nintendo's attitude toward Mario and Mario RPGs. I kind of just have to believe. I have to believe that this means that there is hope. Hope that this could lead to something good. And even if not like a straight up Paper Mario 3, you know, it's the thing that should have come after Thousand Year Door. Even if not necessarily that, even if Nintendo does still want to experiment with new gameplay styles and gimmicks and things, like, that's not even a bad thing. I've said that before. I don't even mind the weird new stuff. I just want it to be kind of like something that everyone can enjoy. I want a Paper Mario game or just a Mario RPG where it's not like 1/3 of the players love it and then another third of the players think it's really good, except for the combat, which is, you know, a humongous percentage of the game. It's always weird hearing people say, I love this game, it's the best game ever, except for the combat, which is awful. Okay, that's the game though. Whatever, point is, a third of the people just love it, a third of the people think it's pretty good, but the combat's not good, and then a third of the people just hate it. Absolutely just, I don't want that anymore. No one wants that. Let's just get a game that everyone can agree is good and creative and fun all around. This could get us there. Between this and the Mario RPG remake, it could. It could get us there, and that is exciting. Just knowing that there's at least a chance. It feels good. Knowing that Paper Mario is getting this chance. You know, I mean, like, this is it. We got it. There's nothing else to be done. And if anything, that kind of feels good. It's kind of like finishing a big report at school, or even like creating a game, just like creating some big project and just putting it out there, and you can't change it anymore. You just gotta wait and see. And this, obviously, we did not make this game, but it feels that way of just like, there it is. Like, we've been talking it up all these years. We've been talking it up and saying how great it is and how great it would do. Well, it's time for Paper Mario to put our money where it and our mouths is. What I'm trying to say at this point, that's it. It's out. There it is. There it is. And we just have to kind of sit back and wait and see what happens. Just see if it resonates with people as much as we have been saying that it would. Or if maybe we're just wrong. Is it just nostalgia goggles? I don't know, but I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling very hopeful. This is Paper Mario's chance. The chance is happening right now. Right now. Right this second. And I am streaming the game. Have I mentioned that yet? Here on YouTube, I'm streaming Thousand Year Door. There is a chance that when this video goes out, I could be streaming it right this second. Go and check. My current plan is to stream the entire game. So, yeah, should be a good time. I really hope that you join me. I am really enjoying streaming, and this is a very, very good game. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Well, thank you for watching. Enjoy the game. And whatever happens, whatever the sales numbers end up looking like, whatever Nintendo ends up doing with the series, at least right now, I can say we won. We won. At least as far as Thousand Year Door goes, we got what we wanted. We came out on top. Sometimes miracles do happen, and it feels nice.